people, you got Mark coming to you on a Saturday evening on the Garage Guy 879 channel. Earlier today, I run across something that, well, I didn't think I'd buy it, and I really didn't know a whole lot about it. I had been looking all over for a Henry repeating arms 22 lever gun. Now that's the tubular fed Henry that it'll fire the longs, the shorts, and the long rifle. I wasn't looking for the Golden Boy. I wanted model H001. Can't find that around here anywhere. I can find plenty of 22 Magnum, but can't find no ammo. But I continued looking, and I run across something I didn't expect to find. Now this video is going to be about the Marlin model XT22tr. Now I've researched this. I came back to the house after I saw it, and I researched it on YouTube. And here's what got me. They are less than 10 videos, maybe 9 videos on YouTube about this model Marlin. They've been out about 2 years now, and I figured, well, you know, there ought to be something more on here about it. There was one unboxing video. They was, some of them was just, you know, the people shooting a few rounds through them. It seemed to work all right. One video where the guy was alternating longs and shorts, and you couldn't hardly hear it. You know, it was more like psh, psh, just like it, really quiet. And then there was another video. There was a guy and his brother-in-law went to pick one up, and his brother-in-law ended up taking it over from the looks of the video. So what the heck. But anyway, this is not going to be any shooting in this video. This is going to be an unboxing and a review. I will do the shooting video here in a few days when all this snow melts we got here this past week. But anyhow, let's get right down to brass tacks. Like I said, this is a Marlin XT22R. So we might as well go ahead and open this bad boy up. The only time it's been opened was at the gun store, Mahoney's in Abingdon, Virginia, at a cost of $2.17, and they opened it up to make sure everything was in there. So here we go. Here's styrofoam. Got the owner's manual. Marlin puts out some good manuals with their firearms. It's got the bicycle lock. I like the lock on a Model 60 a lot better. It's kind of like a Ruger lock. And that's about it. Tell you what, let me spread a white sheet or something over this. Since the gun's black and synthetic, it might not show up so good on this blue blanket here. $217, Mahoney's in Abingdon, Virginia. I just got to tell y'all, this thing's got a really good feel to it. I mean, right in here, it just feels nice. I have no complaints whatsoever about it. Let's get a closer look at the sights. Of course, you got the regular Marlin standard sight here on the rear side here on this end of the barrel, and you got a ramp sight, a little silver dot there on that end. Fit and finish on this thing is really, really nice. It's a pretty little rifle. Now, when I was checking out the YouTube videos, there was only one person having a problem with it, And that was one guy with his brother-in-law, and the guy kind of took the gun over from his brother-in-law. And that was really funny. He really enjoyed shooting it, and his brother-in-law, I don't think he could have cared less. But anyhow, one of the complaints was that rear sight right here. Come from the factory, crooked. It was kind of, well, it wasn't straight. Some people said they had to take a dowel and knock it back in line. Well, that might be the case. I've heard some people complain since Remington bought out Marlin, and the quality control out of that Kentucky factory isn't what it used to be. You know, my Model 60, it come out of the Kentucky factory. I ain't had a bit of problems with it. The weight on it's pretty good. It feels, you know, pretty well balanced in my hand right there. The stock, of course, it's polymer. You've got some stippling around the grip part and up there on the fore end. I don't think anybody's going to have this rifle slip out of their hand anytime soon. This model replaced the Model 81TS. And the only differences really were just cosmetic. I think what Marlin did was cut this a little deeper right here. And I don't know, maybe made this a little slimmer right there on the grip. Let me show you the bolt action on this thing. Now, it being brand new, I have no doubt it's going to be a little bit stiff. Well, there we go. Yeah, that's stiff, but that'll work its way loose. I mean, there ain't a bit of give to it. There's no slop in it. That's really nice. Also, what do we have? I wanted something that would shoot all three of the 22 rounds. Long round, short round, long rifle round. Looked all over for a Henry Model H001. Can't find them anywhere. I can find the 22 Magnum models, but there's no 22 Magnum ammo. Well, that just goes to show you. You know, 22 Magnum's a pretty popular round. Let me read the specs to you. And yes, I am using cheat sheets, and I did download this off the Marlin Firearms website. The caliber is 22 short, long rifle. The capacity, the tubular magazine holds 25 shorts, 19 longs, and 17 long rifles. Which, well, it's got a longer barrel and tube than a Model 60, which I'll be doing a comparison video with it here in a little while. The trigger is a Pro-Fire adjustable trigger. You can adjust it anywhere from 2.5 pounds to 6 pounds. And there are some videos on YouTube that shows how to do that, including the official video from Marlin Firearms himself. The stock is a black synthetic stock with the palm swell, full pistol grip, molded in swivels, and stippled grip areas. The barrel is a 22-inch blued barrel with micro groove rifling, 16 grooves. The twist rate is 1:16, and the sights, you have the adjustable rear sight, the ramp front sight, and the receiver is grooved for a scope mount, and it's also drilled and tapped for scope bases. The overall length of this rifle is 41 inches, and the weight is 6 pounds. Let's get a close-up at the back here where you can put a scope on it. There you go, right down through there, both sides. And it is tapped 1, 2, 3-4 times if you want to put a mount or a rail on it. Right here, the trigger. I believe Savage come out with that first right there. I'm not going to dry fire this rifle. I don't dry fire rim fires. But anyhow, let's go on to the next little bit of business right here. Alright, let's show you the safety switch. Yep, I've got cheat notes taped up over here, but I want to make sure I get a good in-depth video. Right here's a safety lever. It's forward for fire, back for safe. And you can hear it when you switch it. You just can't take it and brush lightly. Since it's brand new, you got to give it a little effort. I like a good little snap to a safety switch. Nothing wrong with that. In the box, like I was saying, it come with the owner's manual. Marlin does put out some good owner's manuals. It has a bicycle type lock, which the Model 60, I like their locks better. It had a Ruger type lock. And also, you can put a sling on this bad boy. See right here on the bottom, right there. And right here. I don't know if I'm going to sling this. I just might go to Wally World and get a bipod. I'm just going to be using this for planking or varmint control. And okay, let's get a close-up here right quick. Alrighty, I'm back here. I had to get my reading glasses and read what was here on the barrel. Here on the left side of the barrel, it says the Marlin Firearms Company, Mayfield, Kentucky, USA, Model XT22 micro groove barrel, caliber 22S LLR. Alright YouTubers, y'all seen along with me at the same time the unboxing of this Model XT22tr. It's got a really good feel to it, fit and finish like I said and everything, and I believe this has the potential to be a really good plinker, or it has the potential to be a really big piece of crap. You know, either way, when you buy a new firearm, you take a chance. Of course, I've done my research on it, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll be back in a few days when all this snow melts away, and I will download the shooting part of this. Also, like I said before, I am going to be doing a comparison video between this and the Marlin Model 60. Now this gun, like I said, has only been out for maybe 2 years, and there's less than 10 videos here on YouTube about it. I don't know if the gun's just been that hard to get, or if people just aren't interested in buying it, but as far as for myself, I'm going to give it a fair shake, alright? Well, I'm going to get out of here. This is Mark, GarageGate79. Hope you enjoyed this initial in-depth review, and I'll catch you here in a few days. When you go shooting, be safe.